Hi, everyone. Morning, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. The final session of these World Championships in Nanjing, China, about to get on the way. Currently, the shot putters are being introduced. That should be a good event there. Some high quality athletes there. Not everyone's there that you would probably want, but still enough people to give you a good showing. And the first thing on track coming up will be the women's 60-meter hurdles. That should be really fabulous. Semifinals there. As we mentioned last night, there are like three times the women have to run today, which is a bit strange. They ran in the morning session this morning, and now they have to do semifinal and final. And we'll get through all of that. And but before, when we were live the last time, I left before the closure of the women's high jump, and I went to. I was watching it, or at least listening to it, half asleep, and to my surprise, I didn't realize that Olisagas had won. So the Australians went 1-2. Nicola Olisagas won 1 meter 97. Also, Eleanor Patterson won 97, and Manuchik, who I thought would have come here to reclaim her title, and that didn't happen. Last time she didn't win either, and 197, 195. The same with Topic. So I mean, really good jumps there. No 2 meter jumps, but it's still early season, but really, really good. So, time to talk about some indoor hurdles. So they're on the track now, introducing them. So I'm just gonna spend a little time thinking through that. I'm just seeing Straskovska there. There's Hughes. There's Lavin, Akira Nugent, Harala, and Aholu there from Canada. This should be good. And so we're at the stage now where only the first two from each semifinal will qualify for the final. So the first two and the two fastest times. Akira Nugent looking similar to how she looked this morning, but a little bit more concentration there, not bothered, kind of swaying side to side, probably trying to stay warm. So let's see what we get. And thanks everyone for joining in and coming through. I know it's really early for some parts of the world, but I know the track and field fans try to get in. Grab yourself a coffee or tea or whatever you drink. Or if it's late at night for you, maybe a lovely beverage. All right. So they're getting in the blocks here. I think if Akira gets out well enough, I think she should be able to qualify easily. But Shakoska as well is also a good athlete, so you don't want to make mistakes here. So they're set. They're in the blocks, set position. So good start. Nugent got a better start than she got in the opening round, but Shakoska is also flying down there. Oh my God! Akira Nugent stumbled. I think she came third there. Oh no, did she still come through for second? Oh my. Shikasa won this comfortably. She got out a flyer and ran the race of her life. I think she got 779. Nugent still qualified. Yeah, she got ahead of Wu. Oh my God. That was a shocker there. It's not the first time at this level we mentioned it before. When you have barriers to clear, anything can happen. National record for Wu there in 8.01. But I'm happy that Akira managed to keep her composure and stay in the race. That let me just get that up on the screen in a second here. So here we go. Shikoska winning at 779, season best time for her, coming it rounding into the right kind of form. Akira Nugent there looked as if she was going to comfortably qualify until she hit a barrier. Let's see. They're here again. I think, yeah, good start for Nugent, but Shikoska was moving. And then she hit, I think the barrier, not only did she hit the barrier, it looked like it, 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 it broke apart. Part of the hurdle went flying or flying, which can be very dangerous. I'm not quite sure how that happened, and but 8 seconds flat there, and I'm happy, really happy that she finished in a second position because if she didn't, then being on the bubble at 8 seconds is quite proper. So, ooh, oh my God! So Lavin also. eh, the hurdle, the final hurdle when Akira hit it, it went into Lavin's lane, which I think impeded her. Hmm. This is very interesting, very very interesting here. And as we know, there are only 8 lanes on this track, so even if you were to Sarah Lavin finished down in 7, which she could make an argument that she was impeded, but I don't know if they'll buy that argument, or if they were to do it, where would they be able to advance her? There's Tentogler there now, Matti Furlani, Gale, E. Hamad, very, very good multi-distance guy too, and multi-eventer rather, and very good long jumper. Pinnock from Jamaica as well, Blade, Adok, and Williams. So those are the guys for the men's long jump. So you should get a really, really good long jump for men as well. Uh, really, really like this Furlani kid. He just turned what? He just turned 20 recently, right? I think. Yeah. So yeah, that was the first semifinal out of the way. Kind of a shocking end there as it stands. Akira Nugent in second position behind Shikosu. What's going on, Abbas? How you doing? It's I'm taking in the final session here, early morning for me, and well, not that early, it's after 7 now, but it. I just saw that first semifinal there, and it's interesting. I can't recall seeing a hurdle at the international level do that. When she hit it, just the top part went across into the next lane. Usually they flatten down properly, so I'm wondering if they didn't, if something was wrong with the hurdle. But that could have been really, really dangerous. It went into Lavin's lane. Yeah. Oh yeah, Vissa is looking good too. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing from Nadine. I think, look, she's also one of those unfortunate athletes where you think about the times that she ran last year at the Olympic final and didn't even get on the medal podium. Yeah. Yeah, so that was the first semifinal. As with the shot put in progress in a few, already in progress, and the long jump for men also. After the semifinals, we'll get the 1,000 meters for the heptathlon, and then we into straight finals all the way. 1,500 for men and women, 800 for men and women. This is 10 toddler here going down the runway. Oh my, mm, that's under 7 meters, under 8 meters rather. If it's a legitimate jump, it looks like it's going to be under 8. At least with 10 toddler for sure, he's that guy, Even when he had to make an adjustment to get on the board there, almost looking down. Lots of space there, 12 cm. All right, so that was the first semifinal. I don't know why they're taking so long to get the next one going, but that one will also feature Nadine Vessa, the defending champion and world record holder, Charlton from Bahamas. There's also Amar Brown there, Clemens from the United States, the St. Lucian athlete there, Larson, also under 8 seconds this year. Should be a cracker. Again, the first two and the two fastest, Mattia Ferlani here going on. Oh, that might be a fall jump. That looks like a fall jump. That was a big jump too, but that definitely is a fall. Yeah, that's a good point. When Grace Stark, I thought ran too hard. It wasn't necessary. Definitely wasn't necessarily. I do hope it doesn't impact her, especially they're running 3 times in a day. Yeah. So, yeah. So Lawrenson there, Wild from Croatia, Charlton, Vessa Brown, Clemens, Tanaka, and Verlin. All right, yeah. So they're just going through the introductions, it seems. Clemens been around a while too. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. It's not the greatest of starts of indoors for Charlton especially if you compare it to what would have been the greatest of starts for her last year, getting the world record twice. But we'll see. For a long time, we think about her as more of a 60-meter specialist, but I mean, she's transitioned well enough to run the kind of quality times now over the 100-meter hurdles. It's just that the space in the 100-meter hurdles is just, it's a really competitive space. And if you can't get yourself into 12, 20s, 12:30 shapes, it becomes a challenge. It's a clean start. Charlton is out well. Also, really good run. Vessana's coming down. Vessa and Charlton. So Vessa and Charlton. Vessa moves ahead of Charlton there at the end. But a really good start from Charlton. 781 is the flash time. 782 also for Devon Charlton. And Clemens 793. And 796 for Amari Brown. So, like I mentioned, had Akira Nugent not get that automatic qualifier into the final, she would be gone. Gone, gone, gone. Would have been gone. Let me get the results up on the screen. So, yeah, look at a very good start from one of those classic starts from Charlton there, but Vessa gets back into it and moves ahead. Vissa will need a better start than this in the final if she's going to do something. Bubble times now 793, 798. Yeah. Well, you're, so you're saying Clemens will need something special to reach the final. Well, she didn't automatically make it, so she has to wait and see. Leonardo Fabri here in the shot put sector. Ooh, that's looks like about 20 meters and change there. Fabry, that guy to me is a very special talent too. Kind of, I didn't really pick up the medals last year at the end. 26-7 to start off. Yeah. Asira says Amusan ran well in Jamaica earlier today. She seems to be doing well on MS. Yeah, I did watch that race last night when we got on the with the live show for the morning session of day 3. I was covering I was talking about a few of those events there at that meet in Jamaica. Uh, Twice Toby ran and she won her heat, and then she won the final as well in her section of the 100 meters, and she looked good. I mean, it took a while to get in the running, but good. And I think one of them definitely into a negative win. The second one may have been also into a headwind too. I have to check the results again, but yeah, I like what I'm seeing. I think the environment there, I think I was talking to a Nigerian journalist recently, some months ago, and part of the shift too is for a good environment, and I think it fits her. The question is, when you switch and the kind of detail you need to be a world class hurdler is interesting too, but uh, we will see. But I think the environment there she probably likes, and she's usually a quick athlete across the hurdles anyway. But we'll see what we get when she actually hits the flat hurdles at some point. All right, but yeah, I did see that there was some other good stuff there from Akeem Blake. There was Rashawn Clark going sub 45 in over 400 meters, which augurs well for what he will do, I suspect. So third semifinal coming up now. De Lazare, they're being introduced. There is De Mello as well from Brazil. Cartwright from the Bahamas. Started out the season really well, and 778 her PB. And Grace Stark, who had the most convincing run this morning, but too hard for me, and I think for others as well. Bomb, the Danish athlete, and then Kambunji, who is very close to the world record recently, and 767, not too far outside the world record. So clearly in fantastic form. Yeah. And the Madagascan athlete here, how you pronounce this? Fia de Nuts. I think. And Golarnich. I butcher these names. But anyway, this is going to be tough. This is going to be a fast heat. Kambunji, Stark for sure, Cartwright. They have to run hard here. Really run hard here if you don't get in the top two. Because we're looking at what, 793, 796, I think, are the bubble times right now. Clean start. Oh, Cartwright got out like a flyer right there, and Kambunji is back in it. Great Stark is moving right now. So it's Stark ahead of Kambunji. Whoa, Great Stark there is running like a freight train going down. Oh my. Cartwright went out like you'll never believe. PB for Cartwright, not for Cartwright, for Stark rather, in 772 and 776. So both Clemens from and Amoy Brown will make it through in 793 and 796. Cartwright went out with a flyer and then something happened. I got to see this again. Yeah, that was the semifinal of that for sure. I have to see Cartwright again because she went out really, really, really well, and then all of a sudden I was just my eyes started to look at Stark and Kambunji. Grey Stark is getting running some really, really good times here. PB a bit super, super fast. Kambunji had to work to get back in as well, but let's see. Cartwright went out too far. Oh yeah, she hit the first one. Oh yeah, she's hitting them. That's why. Yeah. Yeah, but Stark really, really good. Yeah. Yeah. So only the first two from this heat, 772 for Stark and 776 for the Tajik Kambunji. And that allows Clemens and Brown to make it to the final. I think, let's see the summer. They haven't updated that, but yeah. It's going to be a really, really high quality final for sure. Wayne Pinnock here from Jamaica coming on the runway. Oh, that's like a good jump. That looks like a good jump if it's legal. That looks close to 8 meters or a little bit above 8 meters. Let's see what the 820. Yeah. So that push Pinnock to the top of the leaderboard right now in the men's long jump. Let's take a check on where we are there. Well, actually, our dock is at 828. So Balde there as well from Portugal. The Portuguese are coming here with a bunch of athletes. Oh, that's good too. It looks like a little bit over 8 meters. So far it's Adok at 828, Wayne Pinnock 820, Balde 803, and Tajay Gale in fourth 783, Tentoglu 781. The likes of Furlani and Hammer, they haven't recorded a legal jump yet. Yeah, this is where we are. Let me get you who are the top three in the shot put final. Let me see where that is right now. I only saw the Fabry throw just recently. Let's see where we are. Tom Welch looks like he's in the lead right now. Let me get that up. So Walsh is in the lead with 21.65. Roger Steen has a 20.80. Fabry is 20.69. We're 20.63. And Enowiche there 20.52. And yeah, all the way down there. I just saw the shot of that Australian guy doing the long jump. Well, you can draw inspiration from the high jump with Olaseglas and Patterson going 1-2 in the women's high jump earlier today. Yeah, so the next thing on the track in about 4 minutes or so will be the final event for the men's heptathlon, and currently it's Stockheim with 5,558 points ahead of 5506 and Steinfort 5464 and Baldwin 5336, which this is going the way I had predicted it to go. Well, it's not like I did anything special to figure that out, but Stockholm is having a bumper year, European record, all of that stuff. Yeah. How are you doing, Darren? Darren says 835 would likely win men's long jump. Possibly, yeah. I don't think there's any really massive jumps there. I'll be surprised if we get an 850 or anything like that, but we'll see. Tentoglu here hasn't gone over 8 meters yet. Oof. Yeah, that's a legal jump again for Tentoglu, but that's not gonna go to 8 meters either. Is it? I think he looks like he's struggling with his run up. He's giving away a lot there. 9.1 cm. Yeah. So 828, 820, 803. He's still in fourth there at 791 for Tentoglu. At this stage, I don't think you can beat Stokheim unless beats him by what, like a lot. But yeah, he's leading him by what, 52 points. So how much you get for a second? Maybe. Yeah, I don't think you can do it as long as he does. You have to finish way down. And then once that's done, we'll get some 1500 meters. They'll start off with the men. That should be good. Jakob Ingebrigtsen going for his second gold medal of this championships. And you got Neil Gurley there. The Portuguese athlete is there too. But if things go well, I expect Ingebrigtsen to win this. The women's, I think, will be quite interesting. Good of Sagai's back the season last year wasn't her finest moment, and there's all we'll have to see what happens there. Heather McLean also there, and well Telge. So I think that might be interesting. And there's Georgia Bell as well from Great Britain. So a few women going sub 4 minutes this season. We'll see what we get there. But the 1,000 meters on the track right now for the heptathlon men. What you guys have for the relays? So the men, for the men, it's USA, Jamaica, Hungary, China, and Sri Lanka. I think the USA will win this really comfortably, as usual. I suspect, and I don't really know what to say for the rest. I mean, you'd hope Jamaica could get in the medal podium. They should. But the Hungarians have already run 3 minutes 13, and China run 3:10 this season as well. So we'll see. It's interesting that Sri Lanka is sending both men and women for the 400-meter relay. Well, this 4x4 relay. So let's see where this is. Can do a good for whoa. A little bit of a hargy bargy there with score time, and I don't know what these guys are doing here. Yeah. So is making a move, but he's not gonna beat Stokheim enough to overtake him. But whoa, is flying. Ooh, no, that's not enough. Let's see. Gets it at 234.91, gives him 931 points, and Stokheim gets 917. So certainly not enough. And so your combined points for the heptathlon, your gold medal goes to Sander Skogheim, 6475 and 6437 for which is a national record, and the German 6275. So those are your medalists there for the 2-day grueling competition indoor. I'm not sure is pleased with this race here in terms of what Skokheim was doing. These guys laid it out on the track for the last couple of days. So yeah. So in another 8 minutes or so, we'll get the 1500 meters. Let's take a check on the long jump again to see where we are. Furlani now takes the lead at 8:30. I haven't seen that jump yet, but I guess they'll show it. I think he did that in between this 1,000 meters. So that moves Adat down to 8:28, and also a big jump, I guess, for Wayne Pinnock on his second attempt too, going to 8:28. So those are the guys in the medal position right now. E Hammer also in the mix now, along with Tentoglu, but they will need some bigger jumps to get in. I guess you're right, Darren. 835 might win it. We're getting close to 8. We have already seen an 830 here. Maybe someone has a big jump coming in the mix. Still kind of still underground here. But I think a really good showing from to be honest with you. Really good showing. So silver, Stokheim gold, Einstein, and the German there. Stein fourth. So let me know if you think Inga Bitson will take this easily, or will he get into trouble in another 1500 meters? Oh, look at this and Stokheim kind of a argy here. Yeah, Ingebrigtsen should win this comfortably, but we've seen some 1500 meters in the last few years that calls that into question, but I'm not quite sure if any of these athletes can challenge him, so he should be fine. Because earlier this season, Ingebrigtsen ran that brilliant 3:29.63. So your final here, they're showing for the women's 60-meter hurdles: Star, Kambunji, Shikowska, Visa, Charlton, Clemens, Amoy Brown, and Akira Nugent. Pipri here getting in the shot put. Ooh, that's a big throw. That's over 21 meters. Let's see where this is. Let's get these results here. Pipri just did a big throw here. I want to see what that is. 21-21, so that pushes him into third position. The Nigerian in second right now at 21-25, and Tomwell still leading at 21-65. They're now showing this Furlani jump. Oh, that's nice. So that's the standing currently in the men's shot put. That 830 jump from Falani looked really good. So it's pretty close still in the long jump, just 2 cm ahead of Adcock. And the Pinnock looked good too. We saw the results already, but they're just showing it right now. It's more space on the board there for Pinnock. All right, let's get this long jump final up too. So this is where we are: 830, 828, 828. Look like Adcock is hitting the same marks twice: 828, 828 twice. Wow, big throw there from Chuku. Long jump. Shot put heating up for sure. Few guys over 21 meters. So we're getting to this 1500-meter final in a second here. This should be really good. What will we get from Ingebrigtsen here? It's been a really good year for 1500 meters, I would say, indoor so far. Because you're looking at 329.63 there for Ingebrigtsen. Yardner Goose to the 331. He's not here. Hobbs Kessler 331 as well. Habas from France. But I think his competition is going to come from likes of Isaac Nader as well. Neil Gurley as well. But this should be Ingebrigtsen. The question is, how will he run it? Will he just buy this time and just destroy them, or will he go out there and make a push for it? So they're off. Ingebrigtsen right now is almost in the He's in the back. He's probably third from the back right there. And now he's making a move to the lane 2. So Prockel in the lead right now. Hauser, not our. It's not a particularly great pace. We're at what? Let's see what we get at 600, at 500 rather. Uh, about 1 minute 22. My calculations are off right now. Yeah. So Ingebrigtsen's making a move and is getting into it now. I think he doesn't like the pace. So he's gonna go to the front right now. Jakob, that is. Just 4 laps left, 800 meters here. So Girl is right behind him. The Portuguese athlete is there too. Also Garcia. I think Garcia is making a move out wide too, but he settles back into lane 1. So Ingebrigtsen here with about a half a meter lead. He's pushing the pace right now. And then Garcia is moving. Is that Garcia? No, that's Palish. Sorry. Palish. Ooh, a little bump there between Palish and Ingebrigtsen that pushes him out wide, and now he's back to 4th. The Portuguese athlete there is moving along with. Is that Hauser there out there? Gurley as well. No real separation there. They're right behind Ingebrigtsen. So the question is, can he push this now? It's final lap right now. Really? He's not moving. He's not separating now. Hauser's making a move way wide. It looks like a little bit early for me, but Hauser is there. Ooh, can Ingebrigtsen outsprint these guys? I don't think he can. Oh, can he? He's gonna do it. Jakob is gonna do it. Takes a check, wins this 3 minutes 38.80. Garley gets the silver medal. Hauser comes up for bronze ahead of the Portuguese Nader and Phil Strom there from Sweden. Not a particularly fast race, but certainly a tactical race there. And you have to think about it in the context of Jakob Ingebrigtsen he had to run a really good 3,000 yesterday, and so back is 2 days limited rest there. So a double gold medalist at this championship, 3,000 meters, 1,500 meters, and I think only Gebre Selassie did this before. So Jakob Ingebrigtsen in rarefied territory here. 338.79 ahead of 339.07 and 339.17. Championship kind of running here for Jakob Ingebrigtsen. Yeah, so big running there from Ingebrigtsen just to make sure he got the gold medal. I like what I saw from Hauser as well. Hauser stepped up late. He was doing a tactical move, I think, too, and found his way there. So Hauser and Gorley and Neil Gorley having a great year as well. It would have been neat if we had the likes of Nagoose here and some others, but they're not here. And Ingebrigtsen, in a sense, had it all his way. So women's 1500 meter coming up next. I'll just put a starting lineup there. You let me know your thoughts here, where you think the gold medal is going. Can Gudaf Sagai get this? What about Weltel J? Can Alfonso run a race of her life? How about Georgie Bell, Heather McLean there? Are there, will they find a way to get on the podium? Gudaf looks much better this year than she did last year. Last year was a tough season for Sagai, and yeah. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Let me know your thoughts on the morning event. Izuma here going down the long jump pit, only 7:59. That's a bigger jump there if it's legal. That looks close to 8 meters. Could be a little bit above 8 meters. 8:21 there from Izuma. It's a big jump there for him. Puts him into fourth position right now. So it's still Ferlani, Adak, Pinnock, and Izuma now. Let's see what the American does. That's if that's a legal jump, it's gonna be 7 meters and change there. So that won't do enough. So Gale, Tentaglu, Ihama, Bale, Crump, Shu, Izuma, Pinnock, Adok, and Ferlani are the athletes that will continue. So we'll lose the rest. Yeah, so Ingebrigtsen here doing a lap of honor, waiting for the start of the women's 1500 meter final. And then we'll go to the 800 meters for men and women, then 60-meter hurdle final, and then the relays will conclude the World Championships. Bell, McLean, I'm seeing there. Greer. Ajore, Alfonso. Welteje, super talented. Really, really talented athlete. Johnson from the United States, and then the great Gudaf Sagai. And then Griffith from Australia. So this should be good. All right, they're off and running. So Gudaf Sagai already takes the lead. I think that's well tells you right behind her too. And is that Griffith from Australia? I think. Azure from Kenya doing a little bit of work there in lane 2. Yeah, so Gudaf is really setting the pace here. Immediately pushing this. That's a massive move here from Gudaf. She has like a 20-meter lead on the second pack. She has this is what, like 10 meters, 15 meters on Well Telge. She's out there all by herself. I mean, she's moving like she's trying to go on world record pace or something. Not quite, but that's ridiculous running from Gudaf Sagai right now. It's not even a competition right now. Oh my God. Uh, This is like she's move. What is Gudaf doing? This is like she's trying to break the world record or something. And World tells you is no slouch. This is the kind of pace that she's running here is definitely sub 350. They got 3 laps to go, and Sagai has a massive lead. Uh, can she keep this up? Are you guys watching this? This is ridiculous running from Gudaf Sagai right now. 400 to go at 253 ish there. This is a world record. Oh, this is 340s for sure right now. I don't know if she can keep that pace. Her face looks like she's grimacing on that quick camera shot there. But she has so much lead that it's impossible, I don't think, for them to keep up with her. She's moving. Jeez, 1 lap to go. She can start walking if she wants at 326. Yeah, it might be tough for the world record at this stage, but I think she's gonna go really, really fast. It's gonna be an all-time run for sure, though. No, she could start walking backwards from the stage and win this. This is the most dominant 1500 performance we've seen at the big championships in a while. Hold on. 354. That's ridiculous. $354.87. So not quite as fast as she ran the other day, but that's a championship record for Gudov Sagai. Deribi Weltage at their 3:59.30, and Bell from Great Britain 3:59.84. Era record for Griffith 4 minutes and 80 seconds. That was an awesome run there from Gudaf Sagai. That statement piece there. That's saying I'm coming for the world this year, and last year was just a blip. Championship record from the Ethiopian, the great Ethiopian Gudaf Sagai, 3 minutes 54.86. Ethiopia goes 1-2, Welteji 3:59.30. Really good running there from a bunch of athletes. 3 women under 4 minutes. It's really good. Griffin a little bit over 4 minutes there. Look at Goodoff there. That's legitimately a big time running there from Goodoff. Because I still don't understand what happened to Sagai last year. Absolute dominance there over 1500 meters. You wouldn't think you would see a kind of performance like that in a major championship. Congratulations, Goodoff. It's always good to see Goodoff running. And yeah. So Inga Britson wins, Sagai wins, and now we're getting into the 800 meters not too far from now. That's your lineup for it. Josh Howie having one of the great seasons for men's 800 meters. If all goes well, he should destroy the field. Thanks everyone for coming on. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you haven't. Appreciate it. Let me get a checkup on the long jump quickly. We're still Frelani Adok and Wayne Pinnock. See where we are in a shot put to Tommy Walsh still in the lead. The American has now moved up to second. Piper and Enichwike, the Nigerian guy, 21:10 for his fourth. Still in third with the 21:25. Piper is making some strides here. Tom Walsh may need to get a big throw again because this guy is moving. 21:48. Enikuechi there, Big Chuku as they call him. He used to be around these parts training for many years. Big dude there. So Walsh needs is still leading with that 21.65, but still waiting for something bigger. So that's a start list for the 800 meters that's coming up next. Ware hasn't been having a good season either. A championship here. You got to get over 21 meters to push it, and that's it for him. Ooh, it's a big jump. That's a big throw there from Fabry. Massive throw. Let's see, because he was at 2081 at his best. Let's see if this looks over 21. Fabry 21.36. So that moves him into third position and puts the Nigerian down to fourth. All right, 800-meter time, guys. So you got Howie Creston Canaris right there. Miller has a 144 this season as well for the American. That is pretty good running. He should be able to be in the mix to Chappell from the Netherlands. 144 to a really good time from him this year. And the Ugandans are in the mix in the house as well. Dragriga, 146. So Howie for me, I think Miller can be definitely in the mix along with Canales and also Chappell as well. But you just never know. But Howie ran a fabulous time this year. And so these guys are off. Miller is making some move. Oh, a little bouncing, a little bump there. But Howie is running a little bit too much in lane two, but he gets over there and he's taking the lead. Let's see what they take it out on. This is like 24:53 there for the first 200. It's pretty good. The Dutchman is in the back right now. Let's see what we get at 400. It's going to be like 49.50. 50 flat there. Miller surges to the lead right now ahead of Josh Howie. And Howie now is making up ground on him, and they're like side by side. It's running a bit wide, then he's going to cut back over right now. So America go 1-2 right now. And 117 with a lap to go. Oh my. Creston is coming to. Miller is in third. But Josh Howie there is moving. And also Canales is coming too. Does Howie have enough in the legs? He doesn't. Or does he? Ooh, Howie looks like he's going to fall, but he gets it. Howie ahead of Creston and Canales, Chappell and Miller gets run out of this. Interesting run there. Ooh, 144.77, 144.81, and 145.03. Championship running is different, guys. Different. Ooh. Howie had to hold on there. Barely, just barely. He was stumbling. He could have fallen flat on his face, but did enough to keep that gold medal. He's smiling, but I think he knows in his head that this could have been disastrous. But shout out to Creston and Canales. They're running great runs in order to get on a medal podium. Chappell, who's hanging around, also made a move. In retrospect, now Brandon Miller, when he made that move, that push, he may have gone too early and too hard, finishing down in fifth place with 146.44. Much better athlete, Miller, that is, and maybe made a wrong move there in the final. Yeah. What's going on, everyone? Hopefully, you guys getting a chance to see all of this, and let me know your thoughts that's going on these World Championships. Howie there though, making sure he gets that medal. Look at that. He's like swimming at this moment, calling for the line. Very, very, very lucky there. Creston there hunting him down, but in the end, Howie, Creston, and Canales, those are your medalists. Pretty good run, 144, 144. Definitely not terrible. Pretty good. And so up next would be the 800-meter final for women. Last night I learned that Patricia Silva, her dad was the bronze medalist from Athens, in that great race with Ikamel Garouj and Bernard Lagat. Didn't realize that. This should be a good race to Dugama. Can Seda Disa do anything? Let's see. Back to the chapeau. That looks just below 21 meters. So Peterson will finish in sixth at 2087. Let's see what Steen can do here in his final attempt. Oh, that's a big throw there from Steen. That is over 21 meters. That may have pushed him in the medal position there. Let's see where that is. That's a big throw from Roger Steen. 21.62. That is the silver medal right there for Steen. Goes immediately into the silver medal. Pushes Fabry out of the medal podium right now. That's a big throw on your final attempt there from Roger Steen. If ever you needed a big throw, Chuko in the getting in the circle here, the Nigerian. He was once in a medal position, now down to fourth or fifth. Ooh, that's over 21 meters for him too. I don't know if that's big enough. Looks like he hurt himself too. Oh, it was a foul throw, so no mark. Let's see what we get here from Fabry. Fabry has to do a big throw now if he's gonna get a medal. It's over 21 meters, but maybe not big enough. Could have almost fouled there, but so 21.50 not good enough. So he'll finish just outside of the medals. So the medals are gonna be Pipri, Steen, and Walsh. Over 21 meters again for Pipri, but not good enough. Big Tom Walsh gets a gold medal again. Good to see him back. Had surgery, I think, a few months ago. Did he have surgery? But he did have some injury. I think he had surgery. I'm not 100% sure. We have to check on that. But Walsh is going for his final attempt, but the gold medal already secured here. It's over 21 meters, but not good enough to beat his initial throw. So your medalists are Tom Walsh from New Zealand, Roger Steen from the United States, and Adrian Pipri from the United States. So 21.65, 21.62, and 21.48. One of the elder statesmen in shot put, Tom Walsh from New Zealand, always a fierce competitor. So we'll get to the women's 800 meters coming up. Get a true Silva Weru. Yeah, just a shot there of Tom Walsh picking up his flag. Shot put guys, man. Massive dudes. Final call for your positions for the 800 meters. Who you think who's going to win this, guys? Let's see. There's Wayne Pinnock here on the long jump. Let's see what he can do here. Oh, that's a big jump. Massive jump. Is that legal? Let's see. If it's legal, it's a big jump. It's a legitimate jump. That might be close to 829. 829. So second position for Wayne Pinnock there. 829. Pentaglu makes his way into the mix with 814. But 800 meters for women are on the track right now. So let's see. There's a shot there of Seda Giso. I think she has good talent too. Duguma here defending her title. And then the Polish athlete Anna Wilgosz coming in here with 2:02:38. Vero there from Switzerland. Patricia Silva and Getachew there from Ethiopia. So these are the women for the final of the 800 meters. I'm still not quite sure where this gold medal is. I think Duguma will win though, but I don't know. I can't quite figure out the other places. But this is why they're in the race. So they're off there. Really, Getachew is making a big move there inside. The Gumas coming over. Weru, Sedagiso, a little bit of jostling for positions. But Getachew will take them through at 200 meters. 26:51. It's pretty good. Pretty good there. I don't know if they can keep a pace like that. So it's Getachew ahead of Duguma and the South Africans Segodiso and Wiro. They're from Switzerland trying to hang with the pack. So that's the pack there. Then Silva and Vilgos. All right, now the pace is kind of hot. That's like 55 at 400. They're slowing down a bit now, but the three African women separating themselves there. Yeah, you could see them definitely slowing down now. Because I think Getachew pushed out a bit too fast. Yeah. Dugumano is about to overtake her. Well, not yet. Actually, it's Sedagisha and Getachew. Whoa. Duguma looks like she's struggling. She's gonna get run out. So it's Getachew and Segadisho. Something is happening to Tigis Duguma. I think she's in the last position now. Maybe she's injured or something like that. And Sedagisa is going to be our world champion. She's taken the lead from Getachew and she's walking away with the title. Can Getachew keep there? Silva is making a massive run. And 158.40 for Prudence Segodiso. That's a world leading time there ahead of Getachew. And Silva with a lovely run that would have made her dad proud. National record for Portugal. That is a fabulous run there. Something happened to Duguma. I don't know what happened to her. So that's the results here. 158.40. That was a lovely run there from Prudence Agadida. And you could see the words on her mouth. She's like, what? I think she's in shock right now. Well done, Prudence. Prudence. Fantastic running there. Getachew also holding on for that silver medal, 159.63 and 159.80, just pipping Weru on the line was silver, and a national record for Portugal and Switzerland. Vilgos also with a PB at 2 minutes 34, and something happened to Duguma. I'm not quite sure what happened, but she faded all the way to the end. Looked like Prudence came to win something. Look at that. Look how she came through. Calm, gels bouncing in 800 meters. You know, you must be in fabulous position to just be relaxed coming through. And look at Silva there, calling for the line. Weru dipping too early. And maybe it's not a matter of dipping, just no more energy. And Silva finds her way on the medal podium. Sedegisa still can't believe she just landed a massive, massive medal there for her country and for herself, obviously. I had a feeling Sedegisa could have done something special today, but I didn't think winning the gold medal. I thought Duguma would have just won that comfortably. Must be something wrong with her. 204.76 is clearly not her style. Do you guys see that coming? Massive, massive run there. That was a good 800 meters. Let me get a as we know the shot put is over. Let's see what's going on in the long jump right now. So there's one round left in the long jump. Furlan still is in the lead at 8:28. Not 8:20, 8:30. I'm sorry. Wayne Pinnock, I think, yeah, his fifth round didn't register a mark, so still time for the medals to be dished out. We are now at the stage for the 60-meter hurdle final. This is going to be a ridiculous run. Amai Brown from Jamaica in lane one, Devon Charlton in two from the Bahamas, world record holder, defending champion. The Taji Kambunje in three with a 7:65.67 rather, which is just outside the world record this year. And Grace Stark, the athlete that's been running the fastest through these rounds, 7:72. Shikasa there in 7:79. Vessa 7:72 coming in to this year with as well. Nugent stumbled at the end, was very fortunate not to crash out, and also Clemens, also from the United States. So this is going to be a ridiculous race. I can't call it. Can Kambunji find a way? Can Stark continue that form, or will she pay for it after running so quickly in the opening rounds and the semifinal? And will Akira Nugent run the race of her life, error free, and get on top of the podium? You let me know. Only a couple seconds before we will find out. So 2 Jamaicans, 2 Americans. They're getting in the blocks right now. Vesa, you can never count out Vesa either. This is outrageous running here. Morning, Dina. How you doing? Yeah, just gonna watch the 60 meter right in time for the 60 meters hurdles. This is gonna be fabulous. I just hope no one makes a mistake. It's a clean start, and Charlton is out really, really good there. And Vesa and Start doesn't have the thing like she had before. And here comes, did Nugent win this or Charlton? Charlton won this ahead of Kambunji and Akira Nugent, Grace Stark in fourth. Charlton finds a way, defends her title. Former boy, well, you can always be a Boilermaker, never a former Boilermaker. The Purdue standout here from many years ago. Whoa! That was a lovely race there from Charlton. And I have to be honest with you, I think Grace Stark paid for all of that fast running earlier. And Akira Nugent is ecstatic. She's on the ground crying. Emotional for her. Oh my God. She is crying. I hope that's tears of joy that she got on the podium. But 772 for Devon Charlton to defend her title, the world record holder. Not the greatest of seasons, but look, she showed up, she delivered. Kambunji there, 773, finds her way on the podium too. Big runner. Akira Nugent out there in lane 8, 774. Look at that, 774, national record for Shasta as well. Grace Stark with 774. Look at the separation there. Look at the separation there. 0.735, 0.738, 0.740. Massive, massive. Vesa running 776. This as close as you like. Oh my. Akira Nugent there, emotional. Akira Nugent, if she didn't finish second in the semifinal, she would not have been in this final because that stumble, she finished second, luckily there at 8 flat, I think, and gets into the final, running the race of our life. Look at this race again. Look at that. Charlton was out there. Actually, Nugent had to work hard in the end to get there. Look at that. Actually, Grace Stark, I take back my criticism. I think you ran brilliantly well. I just think it was just a ridiculous race. You know, guys, this is your photo finish moments. Hi, Dina. I think I did say hi. Yeah, massive. Really, really good running there. That's a fabulous race there, guys. Charlton, you come and you defend your title, 772. Kambunji, 773. Look at the separation, 774, 774, 774, 776. This is an outpouring of quality here. This just shows you how, I don't care who you are, predicting women's sprint hurdles is just not a thing you can confidently do because these women can do it. Tentoglu right there. That's a big jump. That's a big jump for Tentoglu. No, it's not a legitimate jump. Red flag there for him. Yeah. Dina says, happy she reached on the podium. Yeah. Hey, look. Yeah. Hey, Ron. I don't know, man. I mean, I would say I understand why she's crying. Did you see the semifinal? And if you think about, even, I think this is a moment for her where last year in the Olympic final too, she crashed out hitting the hurdles. I think she was on course to get a medal. I'm not saying she would have won, but she was in the mix. And earlier today in the semifinal, she was leading comfortable, hit the hurdle. I've never seen a hurdle at international level when you hit it, the top part flies off and hits and goes into another lane. And then I think just the fact that I don't think she had to work hard here and find her way in the podium. I think it probably is a series of disappointments that's been happening to her. So it's I get it. I think that's it. I don't think she's crying because she didn't win. I think she's definitely crying because finally she gets a medal. Adcock here going down. It's a good jump from him here. I don't know if that's legal. It is legal. The long jump is doing well. So Adcock will keep his silver medal here. And so the only difference here is bronze medal rather. The only difference is whether or not Wayne Pinnock can go ahead of Furlani here. So Adcock on his final attempt, 8:18. And so 8:28 for bronze. Can Pinnock find a way? If Wayne Pinnock can get a big jump here, he can move ahead of Furlani. He needs to go above 8:30. Let's see if Wayne Pinnock can do something. He's asking for the crowd. Well, actually, he just needs 8:30 here, assuming Furlani can jump bigger because he has a better series because he has an 8:28 here. Let's see. Whew. No, I don't think that's better than his first jump. So Furlani will win the gold medal, it seems like. And Wayne Pinnock will get a silver medal and Adak bronze medal. How are you doing, Hector? Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. I think it's tears of joy. I athletes, they go there, and you know what? When you think about Akira too, she is 8:29 for again. Well, no, that was 8:20 again. Sorry. When you think about Akira, she very talented athlete, and we're living in an era of some of the all-time greats in women's sprint hurdles, and she was disappointed last year, no doubt about that. And she almost missed this final. Yeah, almost missed this final. Yeah. And so to get a medal, it must be emotional. I'm not mad at it. Yeah, Wayne, congrats. Yeah, he deserved a medal. Wayne Pinnock there, really good athlete. Let me put that up in a second here. And Furlani there, I think one of the one of the big time athletes here for the future. Just turned 20, I think, recently. I hope he moves. I hope Furlani move from strength to strength because I think he is a very talented athlete as well. So this is your final medalist, your standing rather for the long jump. Furlani wins it 8:30, 8:29, season best there for Wayne Pinnock, and 8:28 for Liam Adcock from Australia. Very close there, separated by just 1 centimeter. from uh, the medal positions. But Pinnock here, kind of showcasing his dependability when you get to the major championships. And it's good to see that. So that's it. So that's the 800 meter. The only thing left for these championships are the 4x4 relays. Let's look again on the results of the women's 60-meter final. Just look at that. Charlton not having the year we thought. How wrong we were, right? Comes here and defends her title back to back for the world record holder, 772. Kambunji, lovely season for her too. Absolutely brilliant season. Really close to the world record as well with her 767 and finds her way in a silver medal position. And Akira Nugent, look at that. We're looking at 772, 773, 774, 774, 774, and 776. Doesn't come much closer than that. Separated by things that we cannot see with the naked eye. So we got some relays here, some weird waterfall sorts in these relays. So that's the lineup for the 4x4. I suspect the United States should win this in a canter, though. All right, so Goodwin leads off for the United States, Zhang for China, I think McDonald for Jamaica. Kumaraj for Sri Lanka. And Eningi for the Hungarian team. The Hungary team, I always remember them for more like football, 1950. Well, I wasn't around, but I studied my sports. That great team with Puskás went to 54 World Cup, finished second, I think. Let's see what we get here. It's a clean start here. And it looks like the Hungarian athlete is trying to make the stag on McDonald, but McDonald is holding his hold here. Goodwin running really good as well. Yeah, I guess you're a Sri Lankan fan. A bunch of I'm happy to see Sri Lanka in this. Yeah. So it's Goodwin ahead of McDonald and Ingi there from, and then I think is that the Sri Lankan athlete? Yeah. Kamaraj is running a really good run. So it's gonna be the United States, Hungary, Jamaica, or Jamaica, Hungary. So Faust has the lead right now. Remember, the Americans finished 1, 2, 3 in the flat 400, and they currently have a good like 4 meter lead or so. The Hungarians are coming up on the Jamaicans right now, but there's an extra gear here for Dennis from Jamaica. It looks like, but Faust is extending this lead now. The Jamaicans are in second here, and Farquharson gets the baton, but Patterson from the United States is opening up this lead, opening this up, and Patterson team they're moving away, but really good run there from Farquharson from Jamaica as well. He's trying to claw back onto Packets. I don't know if he definitely doesn't have enough, but he's closing the gap somewhat. So Bailey will do a little bit of a work here, but shouldn't be too much. So it's going to be Jamaica. It's going to be United States, Jamaica 1-2 ahead of the Chinese athletes, and Francis is up on Bailey, but you imagine that's not going to be too long, because Bailey's going to extend this right now. But there's good running there from the Jamaicans for sure. Bailey is now trying to step on the gas ahead of Francis from Jamaica. So it's going to be United States, Jamaica, and Hungary, unless the Chinese can come back in, but they're not in the picture right now. 303 for the United States ahead of Jamaica and Hungary. China finishes fourth and Sri Lanka fifth. It's a good run there. So 303.13 for the United States. Jamaica there with a 305.05. National record for Hungary, national record for China, and also Sri Lanka. Bailey on a 44.84 for their split, 45.79 for Francis. The United States led all the way, led off by Goodwin, really good running there. The Jamaicans hanging there, picking up a silver medal. Hungary also a really good run from them, good effort from them. Molnar on anchor really ran well to make sure that they got into contention for that medal. Dina Bay, silver and bronze we go with today. Yeah, but at least they got on the medal podium. It's tough, stuff. If Pinnock had gotten it a little bit, another CM or so, maybe he would have gotten the gold medal. But he would have, because he had a better series than Furlani. Yeah. So one more event to close out this championships. It's gonna be the 4x4 for women. The Brazilian team didn't start. Sri Lanka is also bringing another team. If Sri Lanka can bring a team, this begs the question for why some other states aren't here. But the United States should win this with quite easily. Home team is there. Australia, Poland too. You can't count them out. They should be in the mix too as well. So I think it's probably going to be USA, Poland for me, and I guess we'll see what happens after that. Probably Australia or so. I don't know. I can't. I actually don't know. This one is beyond me. But definitely USA then Poland. If I had to bet. So yeah, one more event for this World Championship. Turned out to be an okay championships. Not as exciting as I would want it to be, but that's how it works. You know, sports doesn't always give you everything, but some of the big stars showed up. Yeah, Jacobs, Gudaf Sagai. It's good to see them there. A bunch of the women in the hurdles were there. High jump had a high quality women, world record holders, and former medalists. Yeah, the long jump guys showed up. You know, some of the good shot putters were there on both sides. Women in particular were there, and yeah, I'm probably missing some more as well, but I want to find out what's happening in Sri Lankan athletics. I mean, they're no strangers to the scene, but for a while they dropped off, and now they're building back. And then sometimes you see them at the World U20, and you're like, yeah, there's some talent there. All right, so the women are in the blocks for this final. So Hayes will lead off for the United States. So they're off. They're off rather. Hayes already making up the stagger on the Polish athlete. Ercetics had a good, is a really good runner as well, but Hayes already opening up. And so it's the United States ahead of Poland and Australia right now, with the rest way behind. I think Ercitek is coming back into it. She's gonna hand over first, or just side by side. The USA and Poland hand about the same time. And so Lear now has the baton and in front of Formella, and then Colony is running the second leg for Australia here. So Lear is basically opening this up now. Oh, the Polish athletes are staying in the mix. They're not, but let's see what Lear has here. Yeah. So Effian gets the baton now ahead of Kos. Effia now is making a statement now. She's opening it up on Kus from Poland. So now the lead is massive now. I don't think Kus can hang with Rosie Effion. So by the time Alexis Home gets this baton, she's just going for a stroll. This looks like a 15-20 meter lead right now. The United States are going to win this quite easily unless something bad happens here. Alexis Home has the baton in her hand, and there's not much she needs to do. So it's the United States, a big lead ahead of Poland and then Australia there. Holmes is just, they're cleaning this up in some interesting ways. Look at this lead. What is it? 60 meters? I don't know. It's a massive lead. Holmes is just like reeling this in. The Australians are trying to make a move on the poles, but I don't think there's enough in the legs there either. So it's going to be Alexis Holmes to take it home for the United States in 3:27.46, ahead of Poland, and a fabulous running there from Australia trying to close. So 3:27.45, 3:33, 3:32.05, and 3:32.65. That's your medalist. That's a really good way to end the championships. Look at that. Fabulous running there from the US. Poland with a really big run. Season best for them too. Season best for Australia. Australia getting in the mix. Australia having a wonderful championships. And you would anticipate that too, in a sense that the same way Brazil send a lot of athletes. It's not a they have great athletes, Australia, and good athletes, especially in field events. But it's almost like the ending of their summer and so on. And lots of athletes are already in great shape, so the timing is also good for them too. But really, really good championships. Really good stuff today. I like what I saw in the 800 meters. Prudence Godisa there, great gold medal for South Africa. Good of Sagai statement run. She's back. Jakob Ingebrigtsen getting that coveted gold medal, joining the likes of Gebre Selassie to do that double at the World Indoor Championships. Furlani winning global title at 20 years of age. All goes well for his future. Super talented athlete. So this has been a good shot put, was really good there. Tommy Walsh winning another indoor title, just back from injury. So this has been a good championships for some, and the fabulous 60-meter hurdles for women. What can you say? Separated there by photo finish all the way down, and that showcases how competitive that space is as well. We're looking forward to a great indoor season, which outdoor season rather, which already started. There's events everywhere, and we'll get into gauging what we'll get this season, which will culminate in the World Championships in Tokyo. I'll be around for most of everything. I hope you will be around. We'll do a lot of shows, not only watch alongs, but getting you, providing some insight and getting you guys to comment and give feedback and express yourselves as best as you can. It's been good hanging out with you this morning. I'm gonna call it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you haven't. And I appreciate everybody who comes on. There's some new stuff coming out on the channel too, so please check it out. I'll see you guys. Bye bye.